Good day, folks. Pagosa Red here. Today I am going to show you how to make man's best friend urinal. This is a very easy project to do, but it is so handy and saves you a lot of trips of having to get out of your camper van and go and use the bathroom. So I've got my camper van all ready to go for a trip. I'm going to be leaving in the morning for about 7,000 miles across the eastern United States. I'll be staying in Walmart parking lots and rest stops, some campgrounds, but in the middle of the night, if you got to get up and go, sometimes there's just nowhere to go. So this will really help you in that situation. So let's get started and I'll show you how it works. All right, so let me show you how this works. All you need 3 pieces. You need this little funnel piece that you can get at Walmart. They run about $1 or $2. You know, they expand out so that you can, you know, put the oil into the car. Then you need a piece of hose, clear hose or whatever. And I think this one's 5/8, seems to be the best size, I think. Then you need a container with a lid. And what you do is you take that hose. You can get different containers. You can see here, I've got this one here, but you can use different container. I just like this one. Anyway, you heat that into the hose, that plastic part right there, and then you take, and when it's warm, you take the end of a screwdriver, but the small one, and you put it in there, and that makes that flange on there so that it doesn't pull out when you are using it. Then that goes right on the container like that. And you do the same thing up here. You just take this piece right here and you heat it, and then you just slide this funnel in and it'll stay. It's very, very snug in there. So then the way that this thing works, and I'll show you how it mounts in the car, but basically if you wake up in the middle of the night and you need to go to the bathroom, you just pull this over to you, and then you take the head of your penis and you stick it right in there just like that, nice and snug. And then you just go right through here and it goes down into your container and you don't even have to get out of bed. Now, one of the things you do want to make sure you do is that you pull this piece out here. Because if you get some flow going and you don't have it, you're going to back up down here and you're going to have a problem. So this gives you a little break here on doing that, but you still might want to use a little bit of self-control there. And then on the, you can see on the bottle, I drilled some holes in here because you need to let some air out. When fluid's coming in, air's got to go somewhere, and it'll back up on you if you don't. So you can get a different kind of a lid. The one I had before was just a big container with a round lid, and I just drilled some holes in the lid and then drilled this into there, and that worked pretty good. But I'm going to give this one a try and see how it works. All right, so now you got the basic concept. It's pretty simple. Let me show you how to mount it into your vehicle. So you can see here I've got my vehicle loaded and I'm ready to go. So where I mount this is right here down in the floor there, and I'm going to try to squeeze in there and show you how to do this. But I've got a little spot for it right in there. Might be able to see it better from this side. Let's try that. Then you just take this piece here, you drop it into that where the Velcro is. So you get the Velcro in there, and you definitely want that to be Velcroed in, because you do not want that to spill because it will make a mess. So you want to make sure that that container is secure. Then you can just mount something up in here. I push this thing down, make a loop, and I'll hook it into a little slot there. So everything fits nice and snug down in here and fits up there. So, you know, this is not a really big deal because I travel alone. Nobody travels with me, so it doesn't really matter if there's a thing there. But one of the things that I have learned, I learned this from my sister-in-law who's a nurse, is that they put mouthwash in the urinals in the hospital to help keep them from not smelling bad and keep them fresh. So it's always a good idea to dump that thing daily. You know, if you use it during the night, dump it the next day. But if you don't, you know, then you've got some mouthwash in there to help you until you keep it fresh until you can get rid of it. So that's pretty much it, folks. That's the way you make your man's best friend urinal. If you have any questions or comments, just let me know.